Greetings, adventurers, it's Neon here, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. We are at the party camp after having just gotten rid of some business in Denerim, doing some stuff around there, and now we're back out into the wide open world, trying to figure out what we're going to do next. I think we have some jobs available to do, and we're kind of going to go ahead and get a plan going as to what we want to do for our next steps in general. So, might as well, since we're back at the camp, give a round to everybody and just kind of say hi and see what's up.
Here I am.
Also give us a chance to decide if we're going to stick with the party that we had or if we're going to do anything different. I've been really enjoying the 3-mage group. It's been kind of nice. Can you answer some questions there, Zevran?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
Let's see here. What does it take to become an assassin?
Well, the Crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training, the sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is the desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field.
It doesn't take any special skill?
I don't know about that. It's simply a slightly different skill set from your average killer, as I see it. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler.
True. So you always use poison, then?
I do. It is not something inherent in an assassin's skills, however, merely something complementary. Of course, the Crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we?
Alright. Everybody, I've got an announcement. Zevran is not allowed to put anything in the stew, ever. Just saying. Just saying, keep an eye out for that.
Did you always live in an alienage? Was it very terrible?
Sometimes.
I have never been to the Denerim alienage, but I hear that life is hard and there is so much squalor. In Orlais, most elven servants live in the homes of their masters, often in great wealth and luxury.
And I bet some are treated cruelly like dogs, same as here.
Yes, but some humans are treated cruelly too. It is not just elves. A well-trained elven servant is highly valued in Orlais. They are nimble and dexterous, and many people find them pleasing to look at.
Now, Liliana, would you prefer to be a servant your whole life? Even if you're highly valued and, in a nice place? Yeah, just like a prize-winning animal.
No, I did not mean it that way.
Yeah?
Oh, my words were clumsily chosen. I did not mean to offend. I am sorry.
I am Elven, but more than that, I am a person. You may not be cruel, but you still see us differently,
I did not realize that. It is so strange how long-held beliefs just seem natural and right. Like there is no other way to feel. Thank you. You have given me a lot to think about.
Yeah, think on that a little bit, Liliana. And she approves of that, actually. Interesting. Oh boy, if this game would have come out now, I can't imagine the kind of discourse that it would have sparked with stuff like that, and Shale being, agender and all of that stuff. Anyways, I don't want to get into that. I try to keep that stuff away from the channel and all that stuff. The only thing that I stoke the flames on is, usually stuff about Bethesda games, but How's my favorite dwarven drunk doing?
Just leave me alone, Warden. Seriously.
What, are you still moping about us helping to kill Bronca? Isn't that what happened? I can't remember, actually. It's been a while. Why? Are you upset about something?
Upset? Ugh. I don't get upset. I get drunk. Did you want to talk about something?
Sure, I'd like to know more about you.
What about?
Well, how do you like the surface? Are you sure you're fine with what happened with Bronca?
Oh, sure. I'm fine with it. I mean, she was a real firebrand between the sheets, but a bit soft in the skull, you know what I mean?
My gosh.
Explains why she left, anyway.
Yeah. Good. I need you ready to fight, not pining over lost love.
Let's get back to it. My fighting arm's twitching.
I'll go to poo to that. Alright. Hello there, old lady.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
Here or there. I've heard many stories, at least.
You are younger than I, and your nerves yet have some steel in them. Did you feel any fear facing the abominations?
Some, but I knew I could not falter.
The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
Seeing the monster that you could be is unsettling, I suppose, yes.
One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is no turning back, or at least that's what they say.
You have doubts?
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity.
Huh. Well, if one retains one's humanity, then I guess one isn't an abomination, then, right?
Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it.
Alright. Suppose we'll talk to Alistair.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Okay, I've got no more questions, apparently.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough.
Or
what do you need?
Or anything, I guess. Never mind. Just waste your time. I'm wasting my... I'm pretty much going to waste my time talking to Sten, aren't I? That's pretty much what happens.
Yes.
Yes. I wanted to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak, then.
That's enough for now.
Then I suggest we move on.
Yep. I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
And actually, never mind.
Very well.
Bye-bye.
As you wish.
That's so ridiculous. Shale, my favorite.
It speaks.
It does. I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
So, how did Wilhelm come to acquire you?
That part I know, as Wilhelm often bragged about it to whomever was willing to listen to him. He claimed to have found me in the deep roads. I was in the ruins of a Tig, he said, deactivated, with my control rod not far away.
What was he doing down there?
It was a hobby of his, scavenging. One of the reasons he traveled so much is that he was looking for entrances into the deep roads, old places the dwarves had long forgotten. And then he would sneak down and search for magical treasure, before anyone was the wiser.
Right. So if he hadn't found you...
I wouldn't have had to put up with the twit, and I would be none the wiser. I don't think I was aware while I was there. Not like in the village. Or perhaps I was. Perhaps that was the dark place, and I simply couldn't see anything. How long could even I sit in the darkness and stare out at nothing, never sleeping? Oh, I do not wish to think of that.
Interesting. Alright, let's move on.
On then.
Because we already did that quest. So I don't know why there was all that stuff still there. I got a new ability. That's nice. Alright, last but not least, let's go talk to Morgan. First, I think this Alistair doll that we have, I think that would be funny to give her. Morgan, here we go.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
Oh, that took it up quite a bit. Morgan can amuse herself by inflicting indignities on the Alistair doll. That's funny. That's funny. Hello.
I await your command.
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Do you really want your mother dead?
I can see why you might ask this, despite knowing the fate that she has in store for me. The truth is that no, under normal circumstances, of course, I would not turn against my mother so. For all that she is not the picture of maternal love, I mean her no ill will. But Flemeth herself taught me long ago, once you know your enemy, strike quickly and without mercy. Were our positions reversed, she would no doubt do exactly the same.
Right. But what if this is a misunderstanding? There must be some other way to stop this. But yeah, I mean, I guess, like, what if this is a misunderstanding?
I know my mother well. I knew from the moment I read that tome that this is what she had intended from the start. Old questions were suddenly answered. You can have doubt if you wish. I have none.
Fair enough. Well then, I guess, I would agree with you that this would be necessary.
Good. Then please, end this waiting and deal with her as soon as you can. This is driving me nearly mad.
Okay. Right, so now that we kind of need to see where we're going here. Flemeth's hut is all the way down here. Brazilian Forest, I guess what we can do is we can go to the Brazilian Forest because we've got all of that stuff going on over here with some of the other side quests that we have. And then from there we can go to Flemeth's hut, and then from there over to Redcliffe. I think that's kind of how we're going to approach that. And I am still partial to my 3-mage setup. I feel like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Let's go ahead and grab one of the quests here. Travel to the Brazilian Forest. Who is the people going toward the Brazilian Forest? Here we go. Perfect. Let's do that. And let's head out. Gather your party and venture forth.
Indeed.
Morgan, Wynn, and Shale.
Yes.
Accept. Right. Now, I know we can go, straight to these places. But just in the off chance that there's anything interesting here, I'd like to go back to the outskirts first. Oh, got an encounter. Alright, hello. Well, so far nobody's attacking, but I can't imagine that that's going to last. Adventurer leader? Hello there.
Rough travels out here, eh? We even saw Darkspawn on the way in.
Where are you going?
We're delivering a message to the Chantry in Denerim. You?
What's the message about?
We saw a blood mage down near the Brazilian forest. We're off to tell the Chantry about him.
Really? I see. Well, I'm here to stop you, actually.
I thought you said... Wait. You're serious?
Dead serious.
You look pretty tough, but we just fought Darkspawn. I think we can handle a few losers in armor. Let's see what you've got.
Yeah, whatever. Alright. Here, let's get Morgan to do the Mind Blast, actually. So she's got Mind Blast. I want to incapacitate the mage over here. Winter's Grasp should be good.
You shall not touch me! You dare!
Is there anything else I can cast over there? I'll have Idris do the Mind Blast, why not? Alright. Mage down. Now we just got the Adventuring Warrior and then the leader. Too easy.
You will not win!
There we go. Oh. Still a rogue over there. Nice hit, Shale. Oh yes, very nice.
Very well.
Seal of Rat Red. Heavy Chainmail and Topaz. I'll take all that. Adventuring Mage. Deathroot. And Deathroot over there. Okay, cool. Yes. So that took care of one of the things. There's a couple other things that I think are in like the full-on Brazilian forest proper now. If I'm looking at things here. Renauld. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Careless Accusations was one. So, Have You Seen Me was what I was hoping for. So we didn't find him there. I wonder if we'll find him in the Brazilian forest then? We need to find the places of power. I can't remember... Have we found the one in the Deep Roads? Well, either way, we can try to find the one here. There's also the Mage's Treasure. That was tough. I can't remember what level we were when we were doing that, but nowadays we are level 15. And so might be able to do a bit better with that.
Has the Elder Mage ever encountered another golem?
I suppose there used to be one deactivated one stored in the tower's vault. I wonder what became of it. After all that's happened to the Circle, I'd be surprised if it isn't completely destroyed.
Why was it deactivated? Did it crush some arrogant mage's head after one too many commands?
I do not know, Shale. Perhaps it is just irreparably broken. I think it stayed in the tower because no one could move it. It is very, very old. I believe it came from Tevinter a long time ago. Perhaps someone bought it so it would guard the tower.
Its people do enjoy their slaves, don't they?
It was not a slave. It is a...
A tool. As I thought. No, don't deny it. No.
Alright.
I understand we will be joining you in battle as soon as the hunters have recovered. I look forward to it.
Oh, good. Eldest of the Sun? What is this? Elgernon, a god of vengeance. This carved head... Ooh, I want to read that. Culture and history. The Anderfels, culture, Ferelden, politics, Navarra. Nope. Books and songs. Quest related, maybe. Nope. What would it be? Creatures? Dragon, rat, pride demon. Items. Magic and religion. Elgranon, god of vengeance. Now, this name is actually very, gosh, what's the word? I'm blanking on words right now. The English language is hard, guys. It's really very relevant to some later stuff. Way later in the timeline. But Elgranon, god of vengeance. Long ago, when time itself was young, the only things in existence were the sun and the land. The sun, curious about the land, bowed his head close to her body, and Elgranon was born in the place where they touched. The sun and the land loved Elgranon greatly, for he was beautiful and clever. As a gift to Elgranon, the land brought forth great birds and beasts of sky and forest, and all manner of wonderful green things. Elgranon loved his mother's gifts and praised them highly and walked amongst them often. The sun, looking down upon the fruitful land, saw the joy that Elgranon took in her works and grew jealous. Out of spite, he shone his face full upon all the creatures the earth had created, and burned them all to ashes. The land cracked and split from bitterness and pain, and cried salt tears for the loss of all that she had wrought. The pool of tears cried, for the land became the ocean, and the cracks in her body the first rivers and streams. Elgranon was furious at what his father had done, and vowed vengeance. He lifted himself into the sky and wrestled the sun, determined to defeat him. They fought for an eternity, and eventually the sun grew weak, while Elgranon's rage was unabated. Eventually, Elgranon threw the sun down from the sky and buried him in a deep abyss created by the land's sorrow. With the sun gone, the world was covered in shadow, and all that remained in the sky were the reminders of Elgranon's battle with his father. Drops of the sun's lifeblood, which twinkled and shimmered in the darkness. From the tale of Elgranon and the sun, as told by Gesherol, keeper of the Malificarum clan of Dalish elves. Yeah, depending on if you've played Veilguard or not, you've heard that name a lot. Let's just say that. Pile of scrolls. Can I look at that? I'll take that. The Long Walk. Various first-hand... Oh, I didn't see that. Verathorn.
We are working hard to make enough equipment for all of the hunters. Our armaments will be superior to anything else you find on the battlefield.
Look, I'm trying to get some better robes,
I'm no
maybe.
merchant, but I have plenty that you may need.
That could be nice. Do you have any better robes? Dalish armor, so no. So no, we're stuck with this. Landmark tent. That's just, I guess, a landmark, actually, literally. Dagon, wooden crate. Lanaya, you have anything new to say?
Let us pray to the creators, Lethaline. All-Father, may you forgive our part in this
Andruil,
tragedy.
goddess of the hunt.
Would our sons and daughters have died if not for our pride? Falendine, friend of the dead, may you guide our sons and daughters safely into the beyond. And most of all, he who hunts alone, the dread wolf. He will come for us in the end, but today he turned a blind eye, and for that we are thankful. For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore, the walkers of the lonely path, and never again shall we submit.
Alright. I still don't think that we can help the Hala down here. I don't believe so anyways, because if we're going to look at our skills, we don't have survivalism, or survival at all. So, Hey, and here's the second part of what you would hear a lot in Veilguard. Gillenane, mother of the Hala. So, where are you at? Gillenane, mother of the Hala. They say Gillenane was one of the people in the days before Arlathan and the chosen of Anduril, the huntress. She was very beautiful, with hair of snowy white, and as graceful as a gazelle. She kept always to Anduril's ways, and Anduril favored her above all others. One day, while hunting in the forest, Gillenane came across a hunter she did not know. At his feet lay a hawk, shot through the heart by an arrow. Gillenane was filled with rage, for the hawk, along with the hare, is an animal much beloved by Anduril. Gillenane demanded that the hunter make an offering to Anduril in exchange for taking the life of one of her creatures. The hunter refused, and Gillenane called upon the goddess to curse him so that he could never again hunt and kill a living creature. Gillenane's curse took hold, and the hunter found that he was unable to hunt. His prey would dart out of sight, and his arrows would fly astray. His friends and family began to mock him for his impotence. For what use is a hunter who cannot hunt? Ashamed, the hunter swore he would find Gillenane and repay her for what she had done to him. He found Gillenane while she was out on a hunt with her sisters, and lured her away from them with lies and false words. She told Gillenane that he had learned his lesson and begged her to come with him, so that she could teach him to make a proper offering to Anduril. Moved by his plea, Gillenane followed the hunter, and when they were away from all her sisters, the hunter turned on Gillenane. He blinded her first, and then bound her as one would bind a kill fresh from the hunt. But because he was cursed, the hunter could not kill her. Instead, he left her for dead in the forest. And Gillenane prayed to the gods for help. She prayed to Elgernon for vengeance, to Mother Mythal to protect her, but above all, she prayed to Anduril. Anduril sent her hairs to Gillenane, and they chewed through the ropes that bound her. But Gillenane was still wounded and blind, and could not find her way home. So Anduril turned her into a beautiful white deer, the first Hala. And Gillenane found her way back to her sisters, and led them to the hunter, who was brought to justice. And since that day, the Hala have guided the people, and have never led astray, for they listen to the voice of Gillenane. From the tale of Gillenane, as told by Gisharel, keeper of the Ralafaran clan of the Dalish Elves. Alright, some nice lore there. Alright, let's head into the Brazilian forest proper and see what we can find. Because there's two other zones of the Brazilian forest that we might have to go. And by this point, I'm sure we'll have to,
You were the Grey Warden who broke the curse. I demand to know
Guilty.
what happened to the werewolves. Where did they go?
They're no longer werewolves. The curse was broken.
That makes no difference. Those monsters killed my husband. They killed so many of my people. They have Dalish blood on their hands. If they are human once more, that shall make it all the easier to take vengeance for their crimes. Tell me where they are.
No, I don't think I will. Look, Zathrian wanted vengeance too, and look what it did.
It destroyed him. Yes, perhaps you speak wisely. If they are gone and never return here, then perhaps it is better to let it simply end there. We will go back to the camp, then. Thank you for your words. Please accept this small token of my gratitude. It belonged to my husband, and I cannot carry it any longer.
Yeah, you're about to be really foolish. Chose wisely. What did we get? Anything? Not really. Don't think we got anything, did we? Maybe it was a charm or something? I don't know. Where are we? This isn't usually where we enter into, is it? No. Grand Oak Nature of the... Why do we gotta go back to that? Interesting. I mean, let's go over there. I don't know why that still has a quest marker. The nature of the beast was the whole main quest chain that took place here. I don't really see why we would have that still active for any reason. Unless it's under the Blight? No. No. Hello there, Grand Oak. I'm gonna quick save, because I don't know why this is...
Greetings to thee once again. Thou hast not yet left the forest, then?
Interesting.
Greetings to thee once again. Thou hast not yet left the forest, then?
That just must be... a glitch or something. Odd. I don't think there was anything else here that we needed to do, really. Did we ever do something with this ancient tombstone? Or did I leave it alone back in the day? I don't remember. So let's go poke it. This is a tombstone of a Tevinter general. The epitaph makes it clear that his spirit was left to guard over something. Let's disturb it. Oh boy. Here we go. So, skeleton archer... What do we got there? Revenant, more skeletons, a fang skeleton.
Feel good.
Ow. That hurt. Chain lightning, a skeleton mage. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, who is up there? That's Morgan. Oh boy, that's really not good, is it? Yeah, can we get up there as soon as possible?
Yes.
Oh, Morgan is gonna die. Can I get a heal off to Morgan, maybe? Oh, boy. Oh, that's not good. Morgan's gonna die. Morgan is gonna die really badly, isn't she? Is there like a better heal? Rejuvenate. Regeneration. Revival. I guess we do have that. We could do that. Once she dies. Yep. Revival. Do that. Now. Resisted the frost. Great. Stunned some people. She's back up. I need her to take a healing potion. Please and thank you. Now, when... Oh, you're also going to need to take a... Ow. Not good, not good. This is really not good, is it? Yeah, really not good. We are going to die, for sure. Yeah. And it's immune. It's immune to the frost. So, this is great. Alright, we're gonna wipe. We're about to die. This is fine. Okay. Well, that was tough. Let's go ahead and load the last save. Maybe we shouldn't disturb the grave yet. I'm trying to just think like what we should do in the meantime, because that was just gnarly, wasn't it? Boy. Let's try this again. The mage pops up over here, so let's just see if we can't get a bit better of a situation here. So that's an archer. The Revenant's over here. Let's go ahead and all go over this way. Even you win. Come on. Paralyzed. That's not good. Can we put people to sleep here? That would be nice. No, not that. Immune to that. Great. Great. Alright. We need lightning going. Do you have lightning, Morgan?
Yeah.
Morgan is frozen. And with something. I don't know what happened there. Revenant. Nothing happening there. Shale, can you get up and go attack the Revenant, please? No, actually, let's get the skeleton mace this way. Resisted! Asshole. Alright. You're still, like, out of sorts. And, are being targeted there. Now, you just need to attack him, please. And threaten. Oh my gosh. This is really not good, is it? Alright, we're dead. Alright. I think we've learned our lesson. I think Idris is going to have some, like, thoughts in his mind that, you know, like, he's seeing the future and, like, having a vision that, like, if I touch this, bad things happen. So we're not going to do that. Alrighty. Sounds good to me. Let's head to the northeast forest. What do we have here? Another ancient tombstone. Mad Hermit clearing. The ancient tombstones. The west forests. South exit to west forest. Ruins. Alright, we were at the west forest. So this is the east forest. Forest barrier. I'm not seeing any quest items here. I don't see why there would be anything in the ruins. Those ancient tombstones are pretty, like, pretty wild. Maybe we just have to, for that other quest, we just have to, I don't know, get the... There's a skeleton over there. We just have to catch them on the road, maybe, for something, but goodness gracious. Something's happening here. Hello. What's going on here?
You are not welcome here.
That's an interesting looking robe you got. I'm here on behalf of the Mages Collective.
Doing the Templars' dirty work for them, eh? Templars or mages, it means nothing to us. There is dark power here, and you won't stand in our way.
Alright. No, not that one. I want Cone of Cold. And for you, you can do like one of those or something. And you just need to start attacking. Alright, we all got frozen. This is funny. Oh no, we only froze like... We only got like one of them. This isn't good. Come on, unfreeze. Ow. Can I please get... Dang it. Alright. Well, we have injury kits, so that's fine. I'm gonna put these guys asleep, maybe. Try that. And then, can I take a health poultice? Alright, that's fine. That didn't put them to sleep. What? Why didn't they cast... Why didn't I cast sleep? There we go. There we go. Now we got rejuvenate going. Shale, you need to get attacking over here. Let's turn on rock mastery. Earthen grasp. There we go. Alright, we've got this.
I am ready.
Alright.
I'm injured. I will need to tend to these wounds in time.
Yes, we can do that right now there, Idris. Lesser injury kit. Let's use that. Perfect. Alright, we took care of that, I guess. I guess so that doesn't pop up on the map. We just kind of had to, like, go check it out. I don't want to disrupt the gravestone. Because we got our...
As you say.
We got our butts kicked on that last one. So let's, yeah, let's not do that. Take the elf root. Back at this mad hermit's place. Tree stump.
Of course.
It appears someone has dug a hole beneath the stump, leading to a tiny and filthy cave of sorts. Obviously, the hermit sleeps in here. Weird. There also appears to be a small cubbyhole within the body of the trunk itself. It is filled with mud, twigs, and other debris.
Hold on, you. That's private property. That's an old man's home, that is. Keep out. Keep out.
Alright. Alright. Sorry. Sorry. My bad. I'm not a thief. Did not mean to offend you.
Oh, you've done it now. You've surely done it now.
Weirdo. Maybe we needed to look around a bit more in the other area. Oh my gosh. That freaked me out for a second. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of forgot about those things. Mythal. That's the forest barrier. I don't really think we need to go into the ruins for any reason. I definitely don't want to. But we'll just go see if there's any... quest stuff over here. Doesn't look like it. So it looks like we'll need to head back to the other area. See if we can't find anything there, and then if not, I guess start heading out from here. Where are we going? There's a place right that way. So we'll need to take a left whenever we can. That'll take us back. Here we go. Hello there, little holla. Holla back at you. Because there is a decent amount of area in this map that we haven't looked at. Mystical Site of Power. That's different from the gravestone? It's like right next to each other. Gravestone. I don't think we can access the Mystical Site of Power without disrupting the gravestone. So we're not going to do that yet. I think it's clear that we need to be better equipped and maybe just more leveled up before taking that on. Because that was a bit of a bloodbath. That was no fun. I'm not seeing anything. Still not seeing any new people to interact with or anything like that. Alright, so that must not have been anything. That must not have been anything that we needed. So, what else was there? Have you seen me? I was hoping to find Reynolds, but that's not there. We've slain the Malificarum. We need to return there. Find and activate the rest of the mystical sites of power. So we didn't do that yet. But I can't find this Reynolds guy. Is Reynolds the hermit, maybe? Surely Reynolds is not the hermit. Right? Like, surely not. That can't be it. And, like, maybe we would have needed to, like, actually, like, dug into his stash or something? I'm gonna try to...
I have a question it may be able to answer, Elder Mage.
Must it always be Elder Mage? I'm not a wizened old crone just yet.
Would it prefer mage well past her prime don't mind the sagging bit?
You have an odd way of requesting answers to your questions.
I'm curious about the abominations of the tower. Is it possible for such a creature to become human again?
We had this conversation a little bit ago, actually.
Very difficult. It requires travel into the Fade.
And? Is the mage the same afterwards as the mage was before?
No, I have never met such a person, but no, they are changed forever.
I understand. Thank you for the answer, wise one.
Oh, that was touching. You know, with Wynn here, it is kind of a bummer. I feel like Shale and Morgan don't interact as much as I'd like them to. Okay, so there's the ruins. I'm going to go back to Denerim just to see if, like, there's a random encounter that we need to trigger to get Reynolds. Oh, it looks like there's a random encounter, so let's see here. Well, it's an abomination. All right.
Won't feel good.
You shall not touch me! You will not win! This will not end well.
Oh, boy. That's a bummer. Well, I think we know what happened to Reynolds. Reynolds' journal. New codex. Reynolds' plea.
As you say.
Pile of rags. Reynolds' plea, huh? Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Would it be under quests, probably? Quest related. Reynolds' plea. Should you find this note, I beg you, please complete my task. I am Reynold, master mage and mentor to the misguided fool Hesher. It seems that my young apprentice got mixed up in magic unmentionable, for which I pledge to pursue him to the ends of the world. If you are reading this, then my apprentice caught up to me and choked from me my last breath. I beg you to delve into this ancient elven forest and end the threat of the abomination my beloved apprentice has become. Should you do this, then I beg you, keep the feldspar ring you find on my apprentice's finger as a token of my thanks. And may you never know profound failure such as that I have feel as I write this. Renault. Well, Renault, I think we took care of things for you. May you rest in peace.